Welcome to my channel. I'm Huffle Simmer, and today we're going to be going over a speed build that I have made for my Legacy Challenge, which I'm really excited to post very soon. But before I get into that, I wanted to show you the house a little bit and my creative ideas on why I created it and my inspo behind it, as well as just any tips and tricks that I can give, because I know as a person who has been playing Sims for many moons that it can be a little bit overwhelming as a new simmer on how to build and what to do, what not to do, or in general just feel very frustrating because you're feeling like you're making a basic house that doesn't look as cool as what you might see on the Sims gallery or in other people's YouTube videos and such. So before I do anything really, I just want to let you know, for all you beginners and anyone who is frequent the game over the years, my two favorite cheats to use specifically for building is obviously bb.move objects as well as bb.enable free build. I don't typically use the free build one as often unless I am trying to intentionally do a challengey thing that's not necessarily, what's the word I'm looking for, the ones that are the rags to riches type challenges, but more one that's more intentional, being quote unquote legacy related or dynasty related with the new pack that's out, if that makes sense. So yeah, as you see here, I am starting to actually lay down some filler furniture and things. This is something I've actually picked up from a fellow YouTuber, aka Little Simsy, who I have been watching over the past few years, who I've found to be really beneficial in the way she delivers her educational portion, whether she might seem to be as educational or not, but I found it really great for me because I'm always looking to make my builds better. Not saying they were bad to begin with, but you always want to level up your builds, right? And for me, I've always been playing around with a lot of rectangular square shaped houses. I am trying to step out of my comfort zone. I know she jokes about having a blue Suburban as her go-to all the time, and her subscribers always bug her for it. So I understand where she's coming from in that regard, where you have a set style but you're trying to venture out. And so in one of her videos that I've watched, I would say maybe a year ago to a couple months ago, I'm a little fuzzy on the timeline because I have rewatched a good chunk of her videos just to kind of help re-inspire me again with my builds. She's got some really good ones for interior design like these, exterior designing, so rain, all that, as well as building roofs and such. So I will also just say with her going over putting in filler furniture, it has helped me kind of help tweak the size of my houses. So this house, again, you'll see that I put some columns up and try to kind of make the kitchen a little bit more closed off but still open, so that it has that open concept with a little bit of the old vibe. I know I said the furniture was filler furniture, but I had a color concept in mind, and most of the furniture will be staying because I kind of had a vibe of what I wanted for this sim as she renovated this house, kind of fit more of her vibe. And then we're going into the bedroom. I've had to expand and play around because I realized in The Sims can't get around certain things, so you'll see that certain furniture I've had to play around with a bit, particularly I think mostly in the bathroom, because I always seem to struggle when I'm trying to put the stupid paper roll. Also, as you may notice, certain items don't come in packs that I'm using. So like the toilet, some of the accessories in the bathroom, like the toilet paper roll, the cabinet, the sink, and a few other items that'll be in this house are actually custom content. For anyone on PC, you can use it. Anyone that's on console, you cannot, just for logistic purposes. But for anyone on PC, especially anyone who's starting out, one that I have, like the places where I've gotten all my custom content so far has actually been The Sims Resources, which I have fallen in love with, as I have been like downloading so much, like whether it be from clothing to literally house decor. Sometimes it's also been a bit of, I think some of it's been terrain, but most of that it comes up as like the flooring and like the wallpapers and paint and all that jazz, which seriously has been my all-time favorite thing in the whole wide world. Like, as a person who used to play on console for the longest period of time, going to PC so I can have more custom content has been really great. However, I also sympathize with anyone who plays on console and gets really bummed out that they can't have custom content on there, because I was doing that for years until literally really recently. As you have seen now, I've kind of gotten pretty much a good layout of everything. The one thing you might have noticed while I was in the bathroom as well is that I wanted to have the shower on the one side at one point. It just didn't end up working out the way I wanted it to, mainly because I realized, like, in real life it would work fine if some things were logistically moved around a bit to get our Sims to move around things. So that's why I had to update it the way it currently looks. Now we've moved on to like placing floor tiles and such, because I was trying to play around with like the vibe that I wanted to create in there. And then now you can also see that I've been putting on wallpapers up. This is also helping me kind of feel like I'm being a little bit getting most of this like on the inside anyways, because then your girl's gonna be working outside or it's gonna be a real cute time. But yeah, also I will just say there is a gaming console from one of the newer packs. I forget what it's called, but it has Gibby Point in it. Oh man, why am I struggling to think about this? Anyways, that little game console I ended up, I think, getting rid of because for some odd reason it was just struggling to connect to the TV that I put up. But I also don't know if it's because it's struggling to do custom content TV that I put up. But anyways, I am a big fan of trying to make my houses feel as realistic as possible to wherever I can. without overdoing it, because I know that like if I upload this to the gallery, I don't, which I have, but I don't want it to be hopefully too much. But because this one has custom content in it, it might be a struggle for anyone on console. However, I will be looking to update this so that you can have a version of this that doesn't have custom content in it, but like still look the same to some degree, just a little bit more up to date. One thing you'll start to notice in the kitchen in most of my builds, I'm going to be completely honest, I love building little coffee bars. Like, I don't know what it is as of late that I'm just like obsessed. Like, apparently I just want to make my sim a barista. Yeah, now I'm putting, I don't typically put window coverings on a whole lot of the time, mainly because that's not my strong suit. But in this build, I will tell you, I was trying really hard to do so. So we'll see how well that turns out. Also, a lot of the paintings that I have in here are CC'd or custom content, should I say. Sorry, I'm trying to use acronyms like I'm some cool person. So yeah, I apologize if you really like some of the photos. Again, I will try to make a version of this that is more for anyone who plays on console, because again, I know what that feels like when you see someone building and then they're like, oh, this all has custom content, none of which you can use. And I think what I tried doing with all these light switches, specifically by this door here, is to have a couple, because like for me that's common, or at least in the house I grew up in, there was like I think 4 or 5 different light switches. One that went to like our garage, 1 or 2 that went to the garage for some odd reason. I don't know what they were doing. And then a few of them were just like exterior light, our entry light on the inside. I think one is like our basement light. It was a very weird setup, but I thought it was really nice put into this house, mainly because it is playing into the whole cottage-esque theme. Oh yeah, you're seeing me play around with some of the lighting as well, because I normally have a better setup on how I want to have my lights in my Sims houses. And I think that's also why I gotta be careful when I do enable free build, because your girl puts in so much electricity and makes my Sims bills go through the roof. But yeah, as you can see now, I am starting to work on the exterior of the house, which I am really excited for. I like to do like a two-toned house. So like I like to, as of recently, I've been really into like doing like a stone accent with like a wooden side, or like a siding, if that makes sense. I don't know what the right word is. It's escaping me right now. I'm trying to find the right one that I want to use. But yeah, it's slowly coming together. I'm liking it a lot. I feel like when I play in the Let's Play, I may be changing the roof. You'll know once you see it later, because I realized after that it's not my favorite roof that I've done, but it's also out of my comfort zone, so I might actually just keep it. We'll see. Also, as you may see here, I've kind of did 2 different types of roofs that are at the same spot. It's just that I can do a little bit more, like something different. I forget what I was doing, but I think it might have been interacting with a different wall thing, and it was just really weird. So I think that's why I did it. But for someone who is starting out in Sims, playing around and having more than one roof in the same spot so you can get the desired look you're going for. If you've ever seen what are they? The skylight looking ones. You're going to need more than one roof piece to kind of get that desired look. If you guys are interested in that, I can also make a video on how I did that based on videos I've seen before as well, because like I found those to be, again, very educational for me as I am wanting to make my roofs look better, because like, man, the roofs in The Sims, very unique gameplay for that, because sometimes I can never make mine look really nice. Now you can see that I've moved on to the backyard. I always like putting a small little garden using the smart garden something or other. I forget what it's called, but that little terrain one, because I found that all my plants do really good in that soil. But for the smaller backyard, I like to do a very small garden, but I don't like using the gardening beds, just because I feel like it limits me to only like doing a select few plants and such. As you can see, I also gave her a hot tub. I was gonna put a pool normally, but because this backyard is so small, I found that this hot tub, like the in-ground hot tub from the Adventure Awaits, I think it is. I feel like I'm getting it wrong. Anyways, it's the one that has Gibby Point in it. It's like one of the newer ones, and that has been like a saving grace for me. Because I have used that in a couple of my builds, because I don't want the obnoxious, tall, big, bulky ones. This one's nice that you can just have in the ground. Now you can see that I have gone also into doing some landscaping. Some of this landscaping stays, some of it gets adjusted at some point. I think it's because I put the bushes too close to the house, that they was kind of eating into the house a little bit. So once I adjusted that, it worked out better. So when I am placing garbage bins, I don't like putting it like outside of like my fenced in area. However, in this one, you'll notice I've adjusted it so they can be more tucked away. But I do typically, for the most part, I actually do put them in my fenced in area because I don't like when people come over and then they just knock them over, because it drives me nuts, because then I will get some garbage plants, and those are the vein of my existence. So anytime I get them, I do throw them away. I delete them when I'm in edit mode. That might sound really controversial. It's just they just drive me nuts, because the amount of Sims that I've apparently made upset or something or whatnot, that they've decided we want to take this all out on you. Anyways, I've made this little spot for the garbages and recycling. I play around with a bit of the terrain tool. Something also that I learned about terrain, it hasn't happened to me as much. However, I know Little Simsy has made comments about there being a glitch to it, of like not trying to save yourself the hassle of doing terrain too early, and just do it at the end, because it has like for her, it has disappeared a few times, but I feel like that was just like some weird glitches, because again, whether it be on console or PC, so far I haven't had that issue, knock on wood. As you can tell now, I'm also adjusting some plants, and then I'm just continuing with the terrain tool of like putting some dirt around to make it more realistic. Can't really see it because where I'm putting it is underneath things, but I'm kind of glad I'm doing it after, so I don't really see, because I'm a bit of a perfectionist. When I see the terrain and it doesn't look nice, I will literally like fixate on it so it's perfect, which I'm slowly working on, not gonna lie. We are coming up to, I want to say, getting closer to the end of this video with everything that I've done so far. There might be, I think, a couple things that I'm doing on the inside, but I'm really enjoying the landscaping that I have done. Also too, I'm thinking, hear me out, that tree there is like a memoriam for her grandparents. Like there's those things where you can, how should I say, you know how you can plant, or when someone passes away, you can put them into like these little blurb things at the bottom, and then you put it, somehow it goes into like a tree. I don't know what that looks like, and sorry for all the rambling. I'm trying to think of what it is called, but it could be something like that, you know. I also do really like putting the handles on stairs, like especially outside, so just because, like, you know, winter weather in my brain, because I live in a place that we deal with a lot of snow and it gets slippery, and having a railing helps. So yeah. Now you're starting to see me add some more decor pieces because I realized in the bedroom it's kind of plain. And then I was sizing down some photos because like some of them were just too big for the area I wanted them to be in. I believe the photos I am putting up are custom content as well, but they're similar to ones that are, I want to say, they're in a pack that I just can't remember the name of it because I've played it too much, but I can't remember the name. And then also you'll notice inside I really love my plants. Oh yeah, I changed that wall to kind of give it a bit more definition to the space. Um, and then yeah, I really love the hanging plants that they have in the game for select packs that they have decided to put it in. I really hope that they would just put some hanging plants, but just in base game would be really nice. And yeah, that's it. If you like this video and want to see more, like, subscribe, and share. Bye!